Hello. We've been gone for a while. We've been busy. So, yep.
Look, again, this will become more regular once we have more time. That time is not something we have right now.
Which
Okay,
is in like 2 years.
allow it. Well, like just wait until um the main event is the main event in 2 years will be Wheeler Yuta versus one of Wardlow's security guards.
Oh no.
Yeah, so one of them is gonna become a megastar, like statistically speaking.
Yeah, they should like put that on. Even in the US, they have like gambling apps. They should make that one of their bets.
These guards are unnamed, so you don't even know which one is
No,
guard
no,
5, guard
no,
6.
just give a picture like guard with yellow mohawk.
Yeah, guard that was the last to get taken out by Wardlow. Like these people. Like
So,
I will hold this to be true. One of these guards is going to become the TNT champion.
so anyway, let's get into the show. First off, we had Samoa Joe versus the Joker, which was turned out to be John. I don't like the name. It's Johnny Elite.
Well, he is a man of many names. He I think he was only Johnny Elite tonight. Then yeah, then like he came back. Went back to Johnny Caballero or whatever promotion he's in now again. Like
Either
it's
doesn't.
fine. It's fine. I was very happy to see him. 2011
Yeah,
me was very happy to see him.
no, no, no. It was fine watching it. I don't like the name.
I mean, it's weird for Excal. Like you either keep calling him Johnny, which is like weird, or you keep calling him Elite, which is like you're in AEW, you can't do that. So there's really no right way to call his name. But like I guess the match wasn't long enough that it became a problem. And I
Yeah,
don't think he's here full time. He's not here
yeah, I
full time.
don't. I
He
didn't see
pops
it
in
late.
like he
Late.
pop in every one and again.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so as far as the match went, like I like at the start where they made a point of him trying to avoid the lockup.
Yeah,
Like
like
he'd go
I
for
had this down immediately. Styles make fights.
yeah.
100%. Styles make fights.
He'd show that he'd go for it, and then he'd hit a punch or something and just get away.
Yeah. Then it just like kept ducking out of Joe's offense. Joe caught them eventually with a shoulder block and Johnny Elite flew into space. That was nice.
Yeah,
Then he got hit with a chop and then he got sent to hell. So yeah. Like,
even
Joe is great. Joe is really great.
I think that was like the entire story of the match. Like Joe eventually catching him at certain points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like Elite trying to snipe at him
yeah,
from a distance.
yeah. Like I thought he'd like bust out his capoeira kicks like from old, but I don't think he does that anymore.
Yeah, maybe not, but there was still enough speed on this. There was enough speed on display to contrast Joe's like powerful style.
That's our dog.
Hello, dog. I, the dog approves of Johnny Elite. There's no problem. He very much approves of what we
Alright,
saw
alright.
on the
Let me
show.
just take care.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, Bear Country won 2 matches this week.
Yeah,
More on that later.
yeah. Uh, aside from that, like nothing much. Like I didn't love the match too much. It was fine. It wasn't
They
like
had a 450L. He
uh,
took a 450L, but it was fine.
it was fine. He got his body across.
Yeah.
I think
We never properly named the Starship Pain. What was it called? What is it called in AEW?
no, I
What
don't.
is it?
I think they just forgot to call it. I think
Yeah,
they're allowed to.
it got countered anyway, so
Yeah.
like it's fine. Yeah.
So this was a like. I feel like the next match should have been the opener, but I understand why this was what first for like
Yeah, a
crowd
couple
pop.
of other notes. Firstly, this is the first time that I noticed that the entrance ramp goes straight into the ring. this is important later. I don't know if we're gonna cover it, but this became important for later in the night. But I
Oh yeah.
noticed it after, like it turns out that why is Elite in the ring so fast? Like, oh, it's because there is no ramp. He's just immediately there after his slow mo. So that becomes important later in the night, as I'm sure a lot of you already know. Um, and secondly, Joke eventually catches him with the muscle buster because of course he does, and he picks up the win, and Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and this big Indian basketball man come out to attack, and who comes out but the best friends? This is what they're doing now. They're doing something. I'm just their best friends are on the offensive this time. They're not the ones being attacked after the bell, which is extremely refreshing to see after they were like on a 5 month losing streak or something to some combination of the elite. Like they've been set free, and I appreciate seeing that.
I just don't know how this is gonna work. Because like best friends, there's three of them. There's three of like Lethal's stable, and then there's Joe.
Yeah, but I think the best friends configuration is going to be Trent. Um, it's gonna be Trent, Chuck Taylor, and Joe, because I think Orange is still injured from Revolution. Like he's been walking
No,
around with the
but they
cast.
have Rocky.
Oh yeah, they have Rocky, but I think they refer to this later on in the show that Rapongi Vice is back full time. So I think they're separating best friends from Rapongi Vice.
I don't know.
Because like
Uh,
after the show, like Trent also tweeted that the best friends are also back full time. So
uh,
they both exist, which implies that they're separate. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm still not like super sold on J Diesel's group, but
Yeah, nothing's happening. Like
yeah,
nothing's been happening. They've just been attacking Joe, and then this week what changes that they attack Joe but with a weapon. So
yeah.
like I don't know what's going on. Like where's Jonathan Gresham and all of this? Like was this about him to start with? But he's been on ROH doing his own thing, so I guess it's okay. But it doesn't make sense that he's not here, and it's gonna blow over eventually. Something's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. So up next, I don't know. Wait, there was a segment with
With
Young
Jeff
Bucks and the Hardy.
Hardy. Yeah, Jeff Hardy claiming that he looked good even though he looked absolutely terrible after he was declared deceased last week. I'm so if we got to review last week's show, like that Darby Allin and Jeff Hardy. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. Right. Yeah, and then Jeff says like, no, I feel good. I feel 100%. No, you don't. No, you don't, Jeff. You cannot. You cannot possibly feel.
That is a blatant lie.
Yes.
So
They've been letting the Bucks like hardcore mark out in front of the Hardys for a couple of weeks now, so that's nice. That's a nice touch. But then I feel like 50% of the roster is marking out over the Hardys, so it's
they're
okay.
probably setting up a match somewhere down the line.
Yeah. Nothing to spoil for Rampage, but they are setting this up for somewhere down the line. We'll see where it's happening very soon. So yes.
So up next we have Hangman Page versus Konosuke Takeshita.
CM Punk stands for abortion rights.
Yeah.
Yes. We love to see it in Texas. We love to see it.
I didn't know much about Takeshita like coming in, but he he looked really great. I
Takeshita
I
is insane.
want
He's
to see more of
crazy.
him.
He was on Rampage with Jay Lethal recently, and like he tore the house down. Um, he had an incredible match on like one of the arena darks. Like they had a stretch of like dark tapings when they weren't in Universal, so they had the full like crowd. They had a full arena crowd, and then they put Takeshita on against Brandon Cutler, and it banged 100%. Like he put on the storm with Brandon Cutler. This guy is insane. I don't know if he's gonna be a double or nothing. He's probably gonna be a Forbidden Door, but like this man is a star. He's unbelievable. He's so good.
I, I Okay, so my favorite move of his is he makes his flying lariat look great.
Because
It's
of
like,
his hang time.
look,
He just freezes mid-air. Like
it
it's
looks like he's
crazy.
gonna drop on his head.
Yeah. It looks like
Like, like when he connects with the lariat, I was like, I'm pretty sure his arm level was somewhere near Paige's torso. How did it reach his neck?
yeah, like how is he front flipping but also he doesn't land on his head. Like it's crazy. Like this guy's just he just looks like a star. He just looks like he just looks insane. Like I think he needs his character like Naito or like his
Yeah,
pomp and circumstance like Naito, like Okada, like Tanahashi, like one of them. But he will find it, and he will be like one of the next one one of the next top guys. Also, he tweeted earlier today in front of a Cinnabon, and he said that he loves Cinnabon. So, yes, he's
like
incredible.
he, okay, so there were a lot of references in this match. There was a Blue Thunder Bomb, the Yakuza kick. Even,
Yes, twice.
even
There was a
the,
Yakuza kick twice.
I'm not sure if the high angle power bomb was a shout out to uh wait, I'm forgetting who I'm talking about.
Well, there was also a tombstone, so I had it down as a shout out to the Undertaker. So I thought there was that stretch of match where it was like, oh, he hits a tombstone for the 2 count, like Hangman hits a tombstone for the 2 count, then Takeshita hits
I
an elevated power bomb for the 2 count, and I thought this is
I
dead
was
man stuff.
I was thinking about Ibushi because like they referenced him like having a match with Omega and Ibushi before.
Oh,
I,
he and his tag team partner took the titles off the Golden Lovers. Yeah, they
yeah,
reference that as well. They reference El Generico, who is currently retired in his orphanage or dead. We don't know for sure. More research must be conducted into Mexican orphanages for us to know for sure how El Generico is doing.
yeah. So that's actually like, again much like the first, nothing like headlining, but like it was pretty fun. Like the crowd was very much into it.
This match got 475 like earlier today. This match got 475, and I have to agree. Like there was this one elbow that like if when you go on social media sometimes and then some people post like 20-second clips of like DDT or New Japan and they have elbows and because the crowd is silent, it echoes throughout the arena.
Yeah,
Takeshita hit this elbow and the crowd was not silent at all and it still made that sound effect, and like there's no way to fake it. He just stiffed this incredible elbow, and there was like Hangman hit a backdrop driver and dropped Takeshita on his head. Then Takesh was like, okay, then I'll do that as well. Then he dropped Hangman on his head. Like amazing, just amazing. I rewatched this match earlier. I had to rewatch it. It's beautiful. I love this match.
so if Punk was on point in commentary, he's like highlighting how he's already in Hangman's head.
Yeah, Punk is way better than Hangman on commentary. They
Yeah,
shouldn't put Hangman on commentary again.
yeah.
Sorry, sorry, man.
If we
It
were
just
gonna
doesn't
talk
work.
about that, he was not good on commentary last year.
Yeah, like Silver hit a backslide pin on Punk last week within like 1 minute, and Hangman said, "That's it." Like, okay, man, sure, sure. You go believe that. Believe what you want.
Hot takes from Hangman.
Hot takes from every corner of the blazing wrestling hyperspace from Hangman Page.
So Hangman gets the win with a GTS, and Punk, Punk is like talking about Kenta.
Like the GTS, like the GTS somehow looks more painful if it doesn't send him back flying. Like Takeshita just glanced off of Hangman's knee, and
Like
it
he
looked
just
like a
fell
more
asleep.
believable knockout. Like he just fell asleep and died. Like he didn't even have the muscle strength to sell the backward blow.
Like Punk is also simultaneously taking shots at Kenta.
Yes.
So I'm hoping they're the pairing at uh, Forbidden Door. I
Yeah,
need
well,
to
Punk
see that.
just flat out said no when asked about it in an interview previously, but it might be a word. It might be a word. what I want to know is why the hell is Hangman so mad at Punk? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
why is he so angry? Like, I like it. He's angry Hangman is like really good. That's like angry champion Hangman is really good. But like, why? We don't know yet. Did Punk provoke Hangman in his past? Does he not like straight edge? Um, is he insecure because Punk like people more than him, and but he's meant to be the prodigal son of AEW? We don't know, but Hangman is extremely angry, and that makes me believe that this is not done after Double or Nothing. Like there's a stip match in this feud.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing why this feud isn't clicking. Like, why is he mad? Like,
Yeah, Punk isn't mad at all. He's like the facest he's ever been.
no, no, no. Like,
Like he's so incredibly
I,
face right now.
I would have understood this if Punk had a segment first. No, he did, but like, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, this
So,
is unprovoked. Like what's going on? Like
like, I think he just challenged Hangman, and then Hangman got mad.
yeah, like he got mad. He said something about masturbating to Bret Hart. Like what did he do? What did Bret Hart do? How is Bret catching strays? So like I don't know. I guess because like next they announced like later on the show that next week there's going to be a face to face confrontation. Like it's not a contract sign, it's face to face confrontation between Hangman and Punk. So I guess we're finding out why he's mad, but we can't find out so close to the pay per view. There's another match in this. There has to
Yeah,
be another match in this, which kind of concerns me because they after this they only have a month to Forbidden Door, and I don't know how much bill they're gonna give. I don't know how much bill they're gonna give everyone, but there's definitely another match in this, and I need to see this happen again. So, yeah,
so up next we had.
we had Fuego del Sol joining the Dark Order.
Wait, we did.
Yeah, we had a little seg. I think like in my notes is what comes next, like that
I
little
think I skipped
segment.
over that by accident. Oh no.
Well, yeah, it happened on Rampage earlier today. I'm not sure we're reviewing it, so I won't reveal the result. But basically, Fuego is teaming up with Evil Uno and Preston Vance to take on the House of Black. There's only one way that's going, anyway. But at least we get to see Fuego do some stuff. We get to see Evil Uno do some stuff. He's a pretty good wrestler. Like
Yeah.
if given the chance to perform. Sadly, since our last show, Stu Grayson is gone, which is sad. But yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully he
The
does good things elsewhere. He can do
yeah.
good things elsewhere.
So up next we had Keith Lee and Swerve versus Workhorsemen. This was
Sign
like,
the workhorsemen. Sign them. Like sign them up. Like
I feel
they
like
haven't won a match. They haven't won a match, but I don't think Anthony Gordon is officially all elite yet. So technically, they're not yet all elite. But like they're really good. Like if you watch them on Dark and Elevation, like a couple of times, they're really good.
yeah. This was like an extended squash tag match. I don't think
Yeah,
I've seen like a lot of squash tag matches before, so this was kind of fun.
yeah, this was fun. There was this spot at the beginning of the match where Keith Lee and JD Drake were the legal people, and JD Drake tried to chop on Keith Lee, and it was pretty good because JD Drake is a big man. And then Keith Lee replied, and JD Drake like was basically taken out of the rest of the match. Like, he just got slapped on the chest by Keith Lee, and that was it. Good night. He wasn't even part of the finish.
Yeah,
Um,
his chest is basically concave now.
Yeah, he now has a hole in his chest. And their finisher is called the Fall from Glory. Yes. Oh my god, yes. It's beautiful. I love
It's
it.
a it's a double stomp power bomb.
It's not the
Oh,
bomb, it's the spirit bomb. It's a double stomp spirit
oh yeah.
bomb. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So after this, they had a confrontation with FT. I no, no,
Start
no, no,
Starks and
not
Hubs.
FTR. Taz Team Taz, and
Yeah.
there was also Christian.
Christian and JE. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, they're setting up uh Swerve versus Jungle Boy versus Stardust
Yeah,
next
at
week.
next week's Dynamite, which is bound to be cool. I don't think it's for the FTW title,
No, no, no,
is it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not. But and then after that, we're getting these three teams for the tag titles at Double or Nothing, because apparently JE can only defend on pay per view and triple threat matches. Like that apparently that's part of their contract or something. But like the last triple threat tag team match we saw was amazing. I don't see any reason this is gonna be different. We have three big men and three smaller men in each tag team. There's so many fun things you can do. It's gonna be great. And I think it's time for Team Taz to take the titles.
Hmm,
I think it's time.
maybe.
Yeah. And
But I think my dog is trying to enter the room.
okay, the big dog is
But
entering
he's
the room.
here. He's here.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's time because for one thing, like they'd be great as tag team champions. Ricky Starks can hold two belts better than Sammy can. On another thing, I feel like we're hinting at Christian turning on Jungle Boy pretty soon.
And makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
yeah. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see them as tag champions. I think they're great. Not that JE have been bad. They haven't been bad at all. But
And it's been fine. But
yeah,
I
but
think we need.
Starks and Hubs, it's time.
Yeah. So after this, we had a segment backstage where it's Chris, Statlander, and Red Velvet.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this wasn't. This was a bad promo.
Both of them are angry. So both of them are angry now. So like, I could only name you probably five faces in the women's division right now. Um, but
Who
because
do you have?
everyone's turning heel. Like remember, like I think the last five turns in the women's division have been heel. So like Layla Hirsch turned heel. Julia Hart is turning heel, but then like
Frank
it's kind of got
Conti.
yeah, they kind of got aborted. Ty Conti turned heel. Then Red Velvet and Kiera Hogan turned heel, and then now Chris Statlander is maybe not heel, but also kind of evil and dark now. So everyone's turning bad in the women's division.
I
Apparently
mean,
so.
who do we have in the face department? We have like
Tony Storm,
Tony Storm, Ruby,
Thunder,
Thunder.
Anna J, and Anna J.
I think
We
so,
have
yeah.
Anna J. Shida once she comes back from
Uh-huh.
Japan. Maki Ito if she comes full
No,
time.
he's a heel.
She's a heel. No. Jamie Hayter if they pull the trigger on her soon.
See,
Um,
that doesn't count.
Penelope Ford when Kip Sabian comes back. Where has Penelope Ford been? Where has she been?
Yeah,
Uh,
I guess you were exactly right. We have only five faces there.
yeah, like, and I think Mercedes' face.
Ah, yeah,
I think she's
yeah, yeah.
face,
So we have six.
but then she's more ROH right now. Um, Diana Parazzo is still heel, I guess,
I don't know.
and then she's not even like fully part of AEW. Like, yeah, everyone's heel right now. Basically, everyone's heel. But not to worry because like they had this match on Rampage earlier today. Like this was pre-announced, and the match slapped. The match was really good, so it's okay. Like it's fine for now.
Yeah. So I yeah just wasn't a fan of the promo.
Yeah, they like Stat has a long way to go on the mic, but
Yeah.
she's great in the ring, and I want to see Stat challenge for the TBS title. That
Oh,
like women's hoss, women's hoss match. Like
that,
please and thank you.
that would be fun.
Yes,
Up next we had it's the MJF segment,
I
and
I thought I thought MGF was over because like they cheered him to start with, and then they started booing him again.
they
So like
remember they
yeah,
remembered to boo him.
they remembered who they were. Like we are no longer in heel country in Long Island. Like we are no longer heels.
It's like, oh, coming into this, like I figured this should be different from the Cody segment that they did with
Yeah,
the belt.
I watched it recently, and like every lash was like, ouch.
Yeah, it
but
was like
by the way, why do they need? Do they need Bryce to count the lashes?
no, he just counts really well.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he does. He does the
Yeah, he does the thing.
yeah. Like I think Aubrey has the best pinfall counts,
No,
but
she
Bryce has the best count
she has
out counts.
she has the best injection.
Oh yeah, she has the best ejection. Um, Paul Turner has the best voice because he just goes one. And then I guess Mike Posey and Stefan Smith exist, and they're perfectly good referees.
They're fine.
And the other bald one. Oh God, what's his name? I'm sorry. What's his name? What
Yeah,
was his name? Ah, I forget his name. But there's a second bald referee with Bryce.
Rick Knox.
Mike Knox, Rick Knox. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. He's good as well. He's good. He's fine. The segment was
fun.
Wardlow. It was Wardlow. Yeah.
Okay, so they whip him once,
And he
and then he
flexed his
just like,
pecs. He just flexed his
no, no,
pecs.
no. He doesn't yet. He just smiles.
Yeah, he's
After you,
like he was like he Cody was like but then Wardlow was like ooh.
it's like
Oh.
he wasn't sure if it happened yet.
like, he should have turned behind it. He was like, "Did you do it yet?"
Yeah, was waiting for him to like ask Spears or like MJF if they started.
And that
Like,
that was it was beautiful. It
like
was
and then like Max goes for the second one and then he starts flexing.
and this is the thing that I love about MJF. It's like when he breaks, when he gets really angry, because like he got really angry on the lead up to Revolution, like
Yeah.
in that segment. It was beautiful. It was beautiful heel work. And here he got really, really angry at Wardlow. Like after he took five, and he's like, he was just like shouting, "I hate you! I hate you!"
He proceeds to waste like 5 lashes.
Yeah. And by the way, they miscounted. They miscounted. I'm pretty sure they hit nine, and Bryce's count was still at eight. I'm pretty sure Bryce just felt sorry for MJF and like gave him
I
an
don't know.
extra two lashes.
Like, I wasn't paying attention that much to Bryce. I was like counting on my own.
Yeah, I was counting, and then they eventually gave the belt to Spears, but not after like Wardlow got the dick kick in first. So
Like
he did end up on the floor. He did
I
eventually
don't
end up
know.
on the floor.
That was for the 10th because like MGF had 1 lash left, so apparently it was just a kick to the dick. Like,
Yeah, it was just a kick to the dick and a C4 like later on.
this is a good heel segment because like, you don't want your baby faces to be dumb. Like you want them to have fun at the expense of the heels.
Yeah,
But
and then he's like, he's like not even. He's not even being cocky or anything. He's just like, I just want to get
yeah,
my hands on you so bad that I'll take these, no problem.
yeah, like, no. It also makes sense like why he did this because like he's huge. Like realistically, these belt shots are nothing.
Yeah, like
Uh,
you can like it's just it like his muscles are the size of MJF's head.
Yeah,
So
like realistically, if he's looking through the contract and he's got this, he's gonna be thinking, "This is easy work. I just
yeah,
need
like
to stand
that.
there."
Yeah, I think what
Like,
he's worried about is next week. But then
yeah,
like, he's probably found a way around it as well.
yeah,
Like it's all building up to like an 8 second squash. I hope
yeah.
it's not an eight
Like,
second squash, but it would entirely make sense with the build that we've had. That it's gonna be an 8 second squash
yeah.
at Double or
See,
Nothing.
because like I'm thinking like people might be saying, "Oh, he was dumb for like taking this lashing contract."
Yeah, but we forget
Like,
he is a mountain.
yeah, I mean, in IRL, like if you had that physique, you'd be thinking, technically, all I need to do is win the cage match, since the lashing is nothing.
Yeah, like he gets to flex, he gets to take off his shirt on
Yeah,
live TV and like look like an absolute monster. So like,
yeah,
if anything, this benefits him.
yeah. So, yeah, I like the twist they put to it. I was waiting for something creative, and they really delivered.
Yeah, it was. These guys are like basically like MJF is so good that I wouldn't be surprised if his contract situation thing was a work. Like
Yeah,
I
no,
I
like,
I'm inclined to believe it's a work.
I, I think I've been saying this before. Like, this is new. This is basically new age kayfabe, where
Yeah,
like they understand like people are talking about contracts and like backstage stuff. So like you get ahead of it, and like you spin your own narrative. Like,
yeah, and then
y-
like the people like the sources of people like at Fightful Select and and these other people, they're part of the game now.
yeah,
So like we have to recognize that and like sell them these stories and
like,
make them believe it's real as well.
basically we know what they want us to know.
Yeah, and like even I could be getting worked over and I could also be aware of it the whole time and I'd enjoy it both ways. Like
Yeah,
genuinely. That's also why I thought that like the Cody thing was a work. Which it turned out not being a work. But like he appears to be having fun right now, so it's okay.
yeah. So up next we had Ray Phoenix
Wapongi.
versus Kyle O'Reilly. Ah, no, no, no.
We
Yeah,
had the
the Roppongi
Wapongi
Vice.
Vice.
The Roppongi
Yes.
Vice segment. They talked
Yeah.
about being
Yeah.
together.
I love how Trent opens it with saying that it's been a weird few months because it has because the best friends have been stuck in hell and and it seems like they're finally getting out. So like God bless them. Like they're too good to continue taking losses to different configurations of the undisputed elite. Like they're too good for this. And it looks like they're moving on to bigger and better things. They're challenging for the ROH tag titles. It's gonna be good. They said they're
So
challenging for IWGP tag titles. It's gonna be good.
they'll be
And they
challenging
said
for all of the belts.
they're challenging for DDT, they're challenging for GCW, they're going everywhere. They might even come to South City Wrestling.
Yeah. No, we don't have the money to pay them.
Yeah, yeah. And I love how they threw in like all you have to do is accept. I know Brett would. Like yes, yes, Trent, do that, Trent. More of this, Trent Beretta. More of this. Yes.
So after that, we had Kyle O'Reilly versus Ray Phoenix.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this was like similar to the first match where it's, oh no, my dog.
He is on the camera.
No.
Hello. Hello. The street. We have to restore order. Oh
Stay
man.
here. This is like the same as the first, where it's like a Styles mixed fights match. Like,
Styles make fights. Styles make fights. So
like
good.
okay, so we're gonna be jumping over with the ending and start. O'Reilly was the first one to establish his style in this match. Like he was
Yeah,
on the
well,
ground.
Phoenix had a couple of like big spots early on, but then like
No, no,
O'Reilly
but
caught him early, and
I mean like at the beginning, like
yeah,
not
the first
early enough.
extended period,
Yeah,
it was an O'Reilly type
but
match.
it was O'Reilly controlling the match. Like he was getting hit, but it was in his style. So like,
Yeah, like Phoenix was getting like a couple of snipe shots off, but then
yeah,
like O'Reilly would just fire back and get him back on the ground again.
yeah, O'Reilly targeted the arms, and like by the halfway point, he was targeting the legs. And like
Yeah,
by the time Phoenix could get rolling, like he couldn't do any of his moves.
yeah, like you saw him trying to throw a combo, but then his legs just gave out. That was
Yeah,
great.
he tried to do that weird rope. I don't know what to call it, like
He
the rope thing.
like skinning the cat, but in Mexican, so skinning the gato or something.
Yeah, and then
The
his
dog.
leg collapses.
Yeah, apparently the dog is a Ray Phoenix fan. He's very concerned about what happened to Ray Phoenix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like, but by the end, like he gets just like all O'Reilly was waiting for was like an opportunity to hit a submission, and then he'd be done.
Yeah, and like he caught it in the like one of the cleanest possible ways. Like after like Phoenix's front flip flatliner, like front roll flatliner thing, and then he just caught his arm into the
Yeah,
arm breaker, and
I,
Phoenix tried to hold on with the S grip, right?
I, I thought that was a botch at first. Like I
It's
thought
like, oh, he didn't land it, but like, oh, he wasn't supposed to land it. Oh
because
God,
he he goes for the cutter after that, right?
yeah,
But they felt like he did the stunner, but like he
yeah,
didn't
and then
have his arm on
yeah,
the
I
cutter.
have it down in my notes as like, oh, he got the stunner. No, he didn't. Oh my God. Oh my God! And he caught him, and like he tried to hold on, but like O'Reilly cinched the arm, and as soon as he did that, it was over.
Yeah,
Like, great match, great match. Like I have a couple of spots listed here. Um, I think I think O'Reilly was holding on to like Phoenix's leg. So what Phoenix did was he just walked into the ring and then out of the ring to
ah,
trap
yeah.
to trap
To trap the
O'Reilly's
arm.
arm, and then he just kicked him in the face. Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes.
That was
Amazing.
that was
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. Um, the Phoenix hit O'Reilly in the chest with the loudest chop of the night. I think there was a lot of competition, but I think he got the loudest chop of the night. It helps that Kyle is so pasty because the welts on his chest really showed. um, and I don't know if he does this all the time, but if he does, then like this is the first time we get to talk about it. Kyle has his own three amigos. His
I
three
guess
amigos is
the
cartwheel
butterfly.
butterfly suplex. Like, what the hell? Like, this is amazing. And the big spot of the match, the rope walk apron Hurricane Rana. Like, yes, yeah, yes. Like to all of this, this is beautiful. Like more of this, please. Like Kyle O'Reilly and Samoa Joe are going to kill each other next week. I'm gonna love this. Yeah, and
But
lastly,
Joe has an injury angle.
yeah, they can both have an injury and oh well, actually, like injury versus fatigue angle because like Phoenix didn't really work over a particular limb in this match, but I guess they hinted at it because they said that even in on commentary that even a one arm Samoa Joe is extremely dangerous. So like, oh, what if it is a one arm Samoa Joe? And they set up Adam versus Kyle at Double or Nothing, and then maybe they remember who they used to be, huh? Maybe.
So
And last, before we move on, we have to talk
okay,
about the guy in the Pacquiao shirt.
I
This
didn't
guy,
notice him.
I noticed he was like okay, so there was this Filipino-looking guy. His facial features look pretty Filipino. He was wearing a blue Manny Pacquiao shirt, and he was in like the far right corner of the ring from the TV hard cap. And whenever they spill to the outside, like this happened in the Hangman Takeshita match, and this also happened in this match most prominently, he just stand up and stare into the camera without blinking. I don't know who he is, but I sent you pictures of this guy. Like I sent you pictures, so I think you've seen him. But like this guy, I have to show the camera. Like we're not gonna get copyright strike for this anyway, right?
I
Like
mean, I don't think he has a copyright.
yeah. So like this guy, who is he? Who is this mysterious Filipino in Texas smiling into the camera? Like and wait and here he is in the here he is in the Phoenix match. He's doing it again. Who is he? Who is he? He's terrifying. Like Kip Sabian wasn't even in the crowd this week. I think this guy ate him. This guy has eaten. This guy has eaten Kip Sabian. That's why he sat in Sabian's usual spot.
Plot
So
twist: he is Kip Sabian.
yeah, this is Kip Sabian now. Like underrated, over it, Indio.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Up
So
next.
up next is Britt Baker. Am I right? Oh no, wait. There was it's the Chris. It's the jazz segment.
Yeah, it's the Jazz Queen segment.
Or
Yeah,
BKC.
Yeah, minus Wheeler Yuta for a couple of weeks. He is in the Best of the Super Juniors. We wish him luck at the Best of the Super Juniors. He is over in Japan for the next couple of weeks.
So
Um, Regal brought out his two big dogs though
yeah,
for the confrontation. Like he brought out his kids,
and then they were followed by Kingston and Proud and Powerful.
which made for an amazing entrance by John Moxley. And like they just came out together. Like he Moxley just basically picked them up backstage and it's like, let's go. And they're like, okay, wild thing. Yes, it was amazing. They cut Judas short, dastardly heels, but they had the pyro running after the music had cut out. So that was great. That was a fun moment of production. So, yeah.
Maybe they're gonna have a new theme music, hopefully.
Yeah, they're just gonna stop using Judas because like the crowd like it too much and like you're not meant to cheer these heels, so
Yeah,
they're gonna like write a song about sports entertainers with Big Daddy with Daddy Magic rapping the verses.
yeah. So, uh, basically, Jericho took some shots at Regal.
Yeah, basically
Like,
like you put two people together with history and their instructions for this promo were to just let it all out.
yeah. Oh, my dog is trying to fight my cat, and he
Oh,
is failed.
he is losing.
No,
Your dog is my go.
my
Your
cat
dog.
is my cat is in his cage right now, so
Yeah,
can't
your
reach him.
dog is Fuego del Sol, and they are and you're oh whoa
He's
they're
trying
they
hard.
they're in a heated promo battle right now.
Yeah. So anyway, like Jericho just like fired shots at Regal the entire time.
There was this one where he said that eventually because Danielson keeps hanging out with Regal, he'll have to join the program with Moxley. No, no. I assume these were all said with everyone's consent. Like
I
everyone
have to assume,
consented
yeah.
to the things that they were said. I hope so.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
But like
Um.
they did the smart thing of like trying to divide Kingston and Brian.
Yeah, because they were like, remember the thing that you said, and they were like, exactly right. Remember the things they said,
But
and they did. It worked. It definitely worked.
this makes sense. So like, it's not just oh they're all friends now because they're
They're not.
baby faces. They still
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. Of course they do. Like they're not. I watched a recent podcast, and that's what Jr. said. They're not going to insult the fans' intelligence. Like they know that the fans remember. So obviously Danielson and Kingston also remembered what
Yeah.
happened.
There. Let me just
Yes,
pick up my dog.
the big dog.
I I have failed to pick up my dog.
No.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
this
uh,
freaking dog.
so there's some definition. I don't know. Like, are we clear on like what the match is gonna be?
Um, earlier on Rampage, they said that the match is gonna be called Anarchy in the Arena. That's what it's called.
Oh, they actually took him seriously.
Yeah, it's called Anarchy in the Arena. They were gonna do a stadium stampede, but then Moxley was like, "Hell no, we're not doing that." And like Brian Danielson is the last person who's going to do a stadium stampede. I thought they were gonna do Blood and Guts, but I forgot that there's a special event for Blood and Guts, so they're gonna save that for then. And that would have been sick because I thought that 2.0 or whatever their tag team is called now. I like. Can you imagine those two in Blood and Guts? Like what the hell? But yeah, these five are gonna have a big fight and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not like super.
Your audio is kind of. I think your microphone is too far away from your body.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope it's not like super stipulation based. Like,
Yeah.
I hope it's just a match. I need it to be just a match.
Yeah. A match with like some some fighting elements, but like this has to finish as a match with like because like it's Danielson, it has to be.
So up next we had Dante Martin and Matt Sydal.
Yeah, they call themselves the highest high flyers, which basically confirms that Seidel indeed takes a lot of drugs, a lot of drugs.
No, we're not confirming that.
Allegedly.
Implied.
Yes. Peace, love, pro wrestling. Come on now. Come on. Come on.
So they're challenging the BCC on Rampage.
Yeah. They had the match on Rampage. And it was great. It was a really good match. Dante showed out.
Yeah.
Dante showed out hard.
Yes. And up next we had the other Joker for the women's side on the Owen Hart tournament.
Yeah. I didn't know
And
who to
Maki Ito
expect. Yeah,
versus
I
Britt
did.
Baker.
Like the good thing about both Jokers is that I had no clue who to expect. Like I was not expecting like John Morrison like at all. I was really happy to see him. Then I saw the skulls pop up on the it's not called the Titantron. Like I think that's a WWE thing. On the video wall. And I thought it was still part of Britt Baker's thing. I thought it was still part of her thing because like she has her skulls in her video package, right? So I think you've been frozen. Yeah. 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 So okay. So Franco, we have lost him. So while we wait for him to come back, this is my okay. Hello. Hello. You are back.
Yeah, what were we talking about before it disappeared?
We were talking about the Jokers. Like I didn't expect Maki Ito at all.
Yeah, I, I mean, I was thinking of a lot of other people, but like, sure.
Yeah. Like why not? Like if they could bring Maki Ito over, like they have history together. Then like and why they almost pulled the fix. They almost fixed the match.
Yeah. Th- This wasn't even the finger poke of doom. This was just the lie down.
Yeah, the hug and lie down of doom almost.
It almost turned into the roll up of doom.
Yeah, it almost turned into the roll up of doom. After that, the crowd were chanting Maki Ito DMD. So Maki Ito got the degree. Yeah,
Congratulations to her, I guess.
yeah. This was a lot of fun.
Ito was really great for like comedy night. Like, have you seen this one?
I haven't seen a lot of her. What?
There's a video on YouTube about like her entire career story from like being a Japanese idol to being a wrestler.
Yeah, I didn't know she was actually an idol.
No,
Like,
like this isn't a character. She actually started as a idol.
yeah, like I didn't know. Like, but like she's apparently a really good singer. Like she's actually
Well,
really good at this. I also saw
she,
that
she wasn't
segment.
considered.
Yeah,
She wasn't considered to be good, so she got.
she's all right. Like I mean I like idols are like absolute top tier performance level. So like even if you're not considered good, you're probably pretty good anyway.
Yeah. Like, so she has fun and but I love the crying and then the stomp spot.
Yeah, she had her like anime camera pan into the forehead moment of insanity. Like that's when she broke.
Like, what else? Like, her spot where she just fires herself off.
Yeah, like that's the spot where like she like her friend died or something, and then now she's really angry.
Like, Baker was good for like being able to play into the style of match. Like, we're not used to seeing Brit in
Yeah.
like comedy matches a lot.
Yeah, when she played the good straight woman. No, that doesn't sound like what I want to convey. But she played like the good straight person to the funny person. You
Yeah.
know, like she got the job done. She got the job done is what I wanted to say.
Uh, I wish it was longer, but like I feel like for what it was fine enough for like it was
Yeah,
fine.
it was a lot of fun. She like Makito started crying when the roll up didn't work. It was great. It was great. I also found out that she has two nicknames. She's the cutest in the world, and she
Yeah.
also has the hardest head in the world,
Yes.
which is amazing. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So in the end, like Brett got the lockjaw. Easy tap out.
yeah, like no one lasts long in the lockjaw. Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So up next we had oh it's not no I don't know we had the Serena Deep segment.
Getting really mad. Get
Mm, like, this was fine. Like, I feel like it went too long.
Yeah, yeah, it was kind of awkward because I'm not sure what she wanted to do with
Yeah.
this.
Like I wasn't sure where she was going.
Yeah, like genuine, like she was like calling out Tony, for like disrespecting her in the video package, and then calling out Dustin for disrespecting her in the video package. So like, and then I guess the plan was to draw out Rosa, so she could clock her with the belt, like, and like she did. So like, okay, cool, but like genuinely, this feud has developed 0%. Like, come on, man. Like, like, I have no
Uh,
doubt that they're going to put in a good match. Like,
yeah,
they're gonna put in a good match. But come on, like they haven't been on TV for the last 2 weeks.
yeah, the character work isn't good.
Yeah, like they deserve a second match. Like this feud deserves to go for longer. Like
Yeah,
they need more out of this. Like after like after like the 7 month Shida and Deeb feud, and then, like this is what Deeb like immediately gets into. She's better than this, like,
yeah,
and she'll show us that she's better than this at Double or Nothing. Like
yeah,
she's gonna show out. She's gonna show out hard.
yeah. So up next, I think this is the last one. It's the main
Yeah,
event. Yeah, Adam Cole versus Jeff Hardy.
yeah. Like they
This
said that.
was a this was an Adam Cole match.
Yeah,
Like the fact,
Adam Cole healing it up, like hardcore healing it up.
like, I don't think anyone believed like Jeff was gonna win this.
Yeah, there was no. I was surprised that Jeff advanced like at all. I thought they were gonna put Adam Cole v Darby, but then
Uh, Cause like, I don't get anything from like having Darby get beat by Cole.
yeah, but then like then I guess like it. I guess if you put Jeff in there, it allows you more setup for the Bucks versus the Hardys,
Yeah, yeah,
which which is probably gonna be for Double or Nothing. Hopefully, that would be crazy. But yeah, um, there are a couple of spots. There 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 are a couple of spots that we could hit. First, a whisper in the wind,
I
but then
into a super kick.
yeah, into a super kick upside down. Which second the this is a special place in my heart. So Jeff hits a twist of fate. Like he hits one like against the run of the match, and like he thought, and then he's gonna hit the swanton. So you think, oh my god, he's gonna hit the swanton, but then Adam Cole rolls out of the way, and it like hurt me inside because I think I talked about this before. But this is how Jeff lost the match versus CM Punk the one time I watched wrestling live. Like he hit the twist of fate, then like he whiffed the swanton bomb, and 9-year-old me was in tears in the Araneta Coliseum. Like that's exactly how it happened. So like yeah, but it was always gonna happen. He was never gonna hit the swanton. Like
Yeah.
Adam Cole was always gonna win.
So I think this was more about the post match though, because like, to be fair, like Jeff was beat up before this match. Ah, wait, I forgot to talk about Matt Hardy getting his revenge.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, for context, we talked about this at the time, right? Like we talked
Yeah,
about it
like
happening.
if, if everyone remembers, like when Jeff debuted, Matt was getting beat up in the ring, and then he found some time to dance on top of the ramp
Yeah,
before going for the save. Well, this time Jeff's getting beat up on the ramp.
and then Maps
Bell,
just wasn't even
Bell,
dancing.
hasn't, Bell hasn't rung yet. For context, so like anything's free game, and Matt's just watching this happen.
Yeah, he wasn't even dancing. He was just like watching. He was like, no, 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 don't do that. No, don't do that.
He wasn't even waving his arms. He was just there.
Yeah, man. Hello.
Uh, yeah. Again, like a lot of the story in the post match,
Yeah.
where
Um, a load of people came out. Like
yeah, he just came
it
out.
was basically 90s WCW.
Yeah, it really adds that Sting is there.
Yeah, Sting is there. Then like he just he doesn't hit Kyle O'Reilly with a chair. He throws a chair at Kyle O'Reilly, and Kyle O'Reilly dies. Like, you know how lucky AEW has is to have Kyle O'Reilly because they have two. They because it's basically like they've signed two people basically. They've signed a technical killer. They've signed a technical assassin.
Yeah, and a goofy cell man.
Yeah, yeah. They signed a technical assassin and a goofy seller in the same person. It's like amazing. Like a person who could easily like take the pins in like multi-man matches, a person who can easily like get left in the ring so they don't have to keep having Brandon Cutler do that, but then
Yeah,
also a guy who can believably kill anyone. So like,
yeah, like, he
God
doesn't
bless
need
Kyle
the gimmick.
O'Reilly. This show made me realize the value of Kyle O'Reilly. He's so good.
So yeah, basically the show ended with an NWO segment.
Yeah, and the show ends with Tony Schiavone saying we're out of time,
Yeah,
and then the
no,
feed just cuts. It just finished.
they actually came back after.
They what?
Oh, you didn't see this?
No, I did not
Like,
see this.
no, like, okay, so like, yeah, Giovanni yells out, "We're out of time." Feed cuts. They're playing the music, and I forgot to turn off the fight out.
Yeah.
And then I just suddenly start hearing the crowd noise again, and I look at the screen. They're showing their show again, and then they're like, I mean, it's mostly just them like walking around trying to beat up on the guys. With like, there was nothing added there, but like, they went back to the feed.
Did they even get told that they ran out of time?
I
Like
don't
that's my
know.
question. I don't think they did. Like they the
I don't
fourth
know. Cause
the
like
whole time.
I I'm fine with that because like, the segment doesn't really need an ending. Like it pretty much ended anyway. So like
Yeah.
I was so weirded out because like the feed cut and then it went back and like no one was talking because I think commentary was off already
Yeah.
and it
But
just
then
cut again.
because I saw the clip of the TV feed of like the TBS feed, and
Yeah,
apparently like the show cut. Like we are out of time. Then the show
yeah,
cuts.
no, yeah, yeah.
And
That happened. Like they
yeah,
also cut out in fight, but then it
yeah,
went back.
but yeah, but then the difference is on the TV feed. It's like we're out of time. Then it cuts. Then it immediately transitions to a first line of dialogue from American Dad. The funniest thing you've seen all year. So, like, yeah, it was like they actually like canonically ran out of time. Like the broadcaster was like, "All right, you're done. You're done. It's time for American Dad."
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty fun show. Like I think next week would be Go Home.
Yeah,
Next
next week
week is
is the next week. They're already in Vegas.
yeah.
They're already in Vegas.
So pretty solid show to set up the Go Home show.
Yeah. There's already a couple of matches announced for the Go Home show. We have on Rampage today, FTR accepted Roppongi Vice's challenge, so we're getting that. Um, Wardlow versus Spears in the cage with MGF as guest referee. That's main eventing. Um, what else? It says that Eddie Kingston and Danielson are going to be in tag team action. That's interesting. Um,
Can they coexist?
can they coexist? Like, is Prime, can they coexist? The remaining semifinals, so Joe versus O'Reilly and Britt versus Tony Storm. Um, FTR versus Roppongi Vice. The triple threat, Jungle Boy, Swerve, and Starks. And the face-to-face confrontation between Hangman and Punk. So it's a stacked ass show. It's so
Yeah,
stacked. Yeah. And still no sign of the TNT title. It, it,
yeah.
it's it's
I
still
mean, I'm
confusing.
fine. Like, I'm still not over Sammy. I still don't like him.
Yeah. I mean, they
It's not his fault.
yeah,
It's the character. I don't know.
it's like the TNT title is like, oh, whatever right now. Like, people are really mad about it, and like, I think it's
Like,
going somewhere. Seeing what happened today, I think it might be going somewhere. Like, it might be picking back up soon. But
yeah,
I think that I think that the title is just stuck in the Ty Conti Page Van Zandt feud, and it's just taking too long to come around. So they can't really get the title out of that unless
it,
they
it
have
just
Scorpio drop it again.
just needs a reset. I think.
Yeah, they need to put it on, like, I think Scorpio can be a good champion. Like, he can be a really good champion. They just have to end this thing because, like, it's evident that this isn't going to end until either Ty Conti versus Paige Van Zandt or Sammy and Ty versus Scorpio and Paige Van Zandt. So, like, once they have that match, because it seems like Sammy is going to be satisfied after that match, they can go off somewhere else, and Scorpio can focus on being the champion, and the title will be back soon. So I have faith. It'll be back soon. It'll be back soon, guys. It's okay. It'll be back soon. Copium. It'll be back soon.
So yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully we can review next week on time.
We'll review next week, and we'll see you for Double or Nothing. It's gonna be
Yes.
great. It's gonna be great again. My
Goodbye.
third AEW pay per view. Goodbye.
Goodbye.